In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to get limited cars under your business name without hurting your personal credit score. And definitely make sure to stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to show you guys a secret hack of how you guys can not only be able to get one car, but up to 4 different cars at the same time with only one hard inquiry. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So I was actually able to get my first semi truck under my business name, and I did this through a method called commercial financing. So commercial financing isn't only for vehicle financing, it's actually for loans, lines of credit, and you can even be able to finance equipment financing. So anything that your business is actually going to finance is going to be under commercial financing. Now it's completely different than personal funding. Now if you're actually running a Turo fleet or you're looking to be able to get semi trucks, the worst thing you can absolutely do is to go ahead and get them all onto your personal credit, because that's absolutely going to ruin your personal credit score, and also your debt to income ratio is going to be super high, so you're not going to be able to add more and more cars to your fleet. And you solve this by getting commercial financing. You don't want to go ahead and run your personal credit score under your business. Instead, you want to let the business credit do that for you. So unlike personal credit, commercial financing is completely different. There's a lot of different benefits to commercial financing. One of the major benefits to commercial financing is that it does not report to your personal, right? So it does not report to your personal at all. So that way, right, anything that you have on your actual business credit profile, you won't be able to actually see on your personal credit profile. So that's really going to be able to help you guys out, and also being able to make sure you can get a fleet of cars for Turo, hire car, or even just getting a problem rental car. That way you can be able to scale your actual rental car company into an infinite amount of cars, as long as you have a good standing with your business credit. Now the second benefit to commercial financing is that it allows you to get write-offs. Now I'm sure you already saw your favorite guru is talking about how you can be able to go ahead and write off a car that's 6,000 pounds or more. Now this is really a benefit because anytime that you're actually making money, your company is actually generating income and revenue. That way you can be able to offset some of your taxes by being able to actually get a car under your business name. Then you can, even if you don't have a 6,000 pound vehicle or more, if you have any car financed under your business name, you can actually be able to still write off a lot of those payments that you're paying every single month on that car. As long as it's under your business name and you're utilizing it for business purposes, you can be able to go in and write it off. So it's really going to be able to be helpful, especially if you guys are making good income on your business. You can be able to go in and offset some of those taxes. So with that being said, that's the second benefit to having commercial financing. And the third benefit, right, is it allows you to go ahead and build up your business credit report. Now, it also allows you to be able to build up your business credit report, allows you to be able to build up your business credit. So the real benefit of being able to have commercial credit is that it allows you to go ahead and actually build up your business credit. Even when you're making on-time payments, this is going to report to your Experian business, your Equifax business, and also your Dun & Bradstreet business. So whenever you guys are actually going ahead and financing these cars, you're also building up these business credit profiles. So later on, and when you actually start to scale and grow your business, and your business is anywhere from 3 to 5 years old, you can actually go ahead and get cars without using any of your own personal credit score. But starting off, we will need to. So you might be asking yourself, commercial financing sounds all well, but how do I actually accomplish this, right? So I'm going to show you guys how to be able to get started, literally from A to Z, so you guys can be able to run the play. So exactly where should you start, right? So the first thing is that we need to go ahead and actually set up a business. And so the benefits of being able to set up a business, right, is that it actually gives you a separate business entity. And honestly, there's a lot of different businesses that you guys can be able to set up. You guys can be able to set up an LLC, a corporation, or there's the S Corp or C Corp. The one that I recommend you should be able to do is simply just get you an LLC. So it makes it really simple and not as complex. Just setting up your LLC is literally the bare minimum. You can't necessarily walk into a dealership and get your car financed under your business name. So there are some steps that we will need to take in order to be able to properly start up our business so we can be able to get any car finance under our business name. So whenever you follow your LLC, the most important step you really need to take after you get your business registered is to go and get you an EIN number, which is also your employee identification number. This is literally your business social security number, and that's how you can be able to go ahead and apply and separate yourself completely from your personal to your business. Now your business actually has a social security card. Now your business is actually separated and can also be able to go and apply it by itself. So the first step you want to take is, of course, getting your EIN number. So you can simply do this by going to the IRS.gov website. Now you don't need to go in and pay anybody. So whenever you go to the IRS website during business hours, anytime from Monday to Friday, from 7 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m., you can literally be able to get your EIN number, and they should be able to email it the same exact day. So this is going to be the most important step. Now, after you go ahead and get your EIN number, the second step you need to do is to literally go ahead and get you a business address. So really, whenever we're setting up our business, we want to set up our business just like Walmart. So we want to be able to go ahead and separate our actual personal from our business. So that's going to be with everything, right? With our address, with our EIN number, everything that we want to do is just completely separated. You want to be able to get you a business address that actually looks like a real office building. Because whenever you apply for financing or anything under your business name, a lot of lenders are going to go ahead and look up your actual business address. You actually want to make sure you're doing the business the right way and you're actually an existing business. So having a business address that actually shows up as an office building is the ultimate way that you guys can be able to go ahead and set up your business properly. So with a business address, you can simply go to iPostal, or you can even go to opus.com. Now, I wouldn't recommend Regis because so anything with Regis is automatically going to get flagged. All right, so after we went ahead and got our business address and we also want to get our EIN, the third step was going to be super crucial is to go ahead and get us a business phone number. So having a business phone number is really going to be crucial because if you think about it right, if you guys are showing up applications with your personal phone or even a local number, you really think that the lender is going to take you serious? Absolutely not. They want to be able to go ahead and see that you have an 800 number because that way it actually looks like you're trying and also trying to make sure you're doing business the right way. Like I mentioned, we want to make sure that our business is properly set up just like Walmart. So having an 800 number is going to be super crucial. Now, honestly, the one that I like, right, you can simply go to Grasshopper or you can even go to phone.com. These are simply VoIP numbers. They can also be able to have 800 toll-free numbers. So that way your business looks super official. Now, a side note, a super hack, right? Whenever you guys are setting up businesses, honestly, what I would do is go ahead and get your business address and also your business phone number ahead of time before you even actually register your business. The reason is that you want to go ahead and save time because if you go ahead and register your business the first time with your personal address, you will need to be able to go ahead and file an amendment with the state and also wait a couple of weeks for them to go ahead and actually make the change. So time is money, so save yourself the time and literally set up your business address and also your phone number ahead of time before registering your business. So now we actually are getting properly structured. We're still not there yet, right? So now that we have our address, our phone number, and also our EIN number, now we want to also make sure that we have a digital online presence as well. So we want to go ahead and make sure to do this by setting up a domain and also a professional email. So whenever lenders see that you have a business email that has an @Gmail or an @Yahoo, it automatically going to raise some red flags because your business is not looking as professional as possible. So whenever you actually have your domain, what you will do is actually have bought the domain, and along with the domain will come the email. So instead of being @Gmail or @Yahoo, it's going to be @consulting.com, or it's actually going to be at your business name. So that's going to really help you guys out in being as professional as possible. Now, to be honest, just to be able to get your domain, it should cost about $20 a month. Typically, as long as you don't have a very, very popular name. I know that Sam Ovens at Consulting literally bought his domain for about $350,000. It should cost you about $20 to $30 a month. So what you can do is actually go to GoDaddy.com, or you can actually go to G Suite, which I actually highly recommend. So now we're all good as far as our online presence. Really, now that we have our digital footprint, now we want to make sure that our business is actually searchable. So the way we do this right is by actually signing up with the 401 directory or also Yelp. So the fifth step that we're going to take is to go ahead and actually make our business registered, right? So register the business. So nowadays we don't necessarily use Yellow Pages anymore. What we actually do is use Yelp and also 401 directory. So anytime any business looks you up, you can actually be able to be seen on that 401 directory. This is going to help you guys out with SEO. It's going to help you guys out with being able to be searched out because a lot of these banks and also a lot of these lenders, they actually look at this registration to be able to see if your business actually qualifies. So if you're not actually on there, it really looks like your business isn't even trying. And it's literally free. All you have to do is sign up for 401 or also Yelp. So a lot of times what they'll actually do is just simply shoot you a call and just make sure you get verified with the code. And then afterwards, your business is automatically going to be registered. So anybody that's looking in your area can be able to search up your business through Yelp or 401 directories. So it's super crucial that you guys actually implement this. So we're almost there, right, as far as getting our ducks in a row. So now that we actually have to make sure we're in the business credit world. So there's a lot of different business credit bureaus, right? There's Dun & Bradstreet, there's Equifax Business, there's Experian Business, and there's also Small Business Financial Exchange. So you want to go ahead and register with Dun & Bradstreet and get you a free D&B number. So really just going to help you guys out because Dun & Bradstreet is literally the biggest business credit bureau out there. So you want to register with DNB. And whenever you guys register with DNB, right, it's going to be a free number that they give you. But a lot of times what they'll do is try to go ahead and upsell you guys on more products such as trade line references or other products that you really don't need. So all you really need is to be able to have the DNB number, which is absolutely free. So this is really going to help you guys out in getting solidified in the business credit world because Dun & Bradstreet is one of the biggest actual business credit bureaus. So whenever you get registered with them, they're going to go ahead and pass along your information to all the different business credit bureaus. And the easy way that you guys can be able to go ahead and get your Experian and also your Equifax business is to simply go ahead and get you navboost.com. It's about $50 a month and it's simple. All you have to do is go ahead and pay and it's automatically going to show up as a trade reference. So that way you can be able to get you an 80 payday score right off the bat. So registering with DMV is super crucial. So the last step that we really need to take before we walk into any type of dealership, right, is to go ahead and actually set up your business bank account. So what you really want to do is set up your business bank account. And your business bank account is really going to be able to help you guys out in being able to get approved. Now, I honestly recommend, because what we're going to do is we're in the BOA play. So what I highly recommend is that you actually get you a business bank account with Bank of America. So really what I would do, right, is if you're going to go ahead and start off with BOA, is go ahead and get you a business bank account with them. And if you can, put around $5,000 to $10,000 in your actual business bank account. It's going to solve the relationship really well. And they're going to be more incentivized to actually give you guys lending. How banks work is that they hold your money and they actually utilize your money to be able to lend out to more and more people. So the more money you have in that bank, the more they can lend out. If you want to go ahead and actually get funding from any bank, always start with the relationship with putting money in their pockets. That way they'll make sure you get taken care of when the time's right. All right, so now that we went ahead and set up our business properly, so now that you got your ducks in a row with your business, everything is properly structured, so then you can actually be able to go ahead and get you financing. Now, one thing that I want to talk about, right? All right, so now that we actually have our business properly structured and we have all of our ducks in a row, one thing that you have to keep in mind, right, is that if you have a brand new LLC, so a lot of times whenever you're starting a business, so whenever you're starting a new LLC, you won't necessarily have a lot of business credit and you won't even have filed taxes. So you don't necessarily have any documentations to show. So that's why you'll most likely need to go ahead and personally guarantee it. Now, a lot of times whenever you hear online, they're saying no PG or EIN play. That's literally for businesses that have been in business for more than 2 years. And they also have hundreds of thousands of dollars of trade lines and also having 2 years of tax returns. So which they actually can be able to show 6 figures up. So the business already has good history. A lot of vendors will actually be able to go ahead and qualify them by utilizing just their EIN number or just a business credit profile. So these are the qualifications you'll need to be able to have on your personal credit profile so you can actually be able to get approved. So really in order to be able to personally guarantee any type of financing for your business, so here are the qualifications in order to be able to get an instant approval. So the first step that you want to take is you want to be able to have a 700 plus credit score. So having a 700 plus credit score is going to give you guys the best possible chances in order to be able to get financing and get instantly approved. Afterwards, so you want to be able to have a 20% utilization or lower. So I honestly say to have a 10% or even lower, but if you have 20%, it's literally going to be the bare minimum. Banks don't want to lend you money if you can't pay back your current credit at all. So you want to be able to have a 20% utilization or lower. And the last step, which is going to be super crucial, is to actually have good standing auto loans. So if you have good standing auto loans, right, they're in good standing, you've already paid some off, you've already had a good relationship and also had great payment history, that's automatically going to help you guys out and being able to get approved. All right, and so these are literally going to be the data points, right? So what we really want to do is after we go ahead and actually have all these data points, we have our business profile literally structured. What you want to do is go to bankofamerica.com. They actually have an auto loan program. So this auto loan program, it's going to be a simple application where you guys can fill it out. They'll ask for your EIN number and they'll also ask for your social security number. And so whenever you guys are actually putting in all this information, one thing that might stop a lot of people, right, is that they actually have business revenue. So if you have a brand new LLC, you might have not necessarily made any money in your business. So really what you want to do, right, is what banks accept what they call as stated income or anticipated income. Whatever you're anticipating to go ahead and make for the next year, let's say, for example, we have $30,000 you're expecting to go ahead and make. Let's say if you're projecting to go ahead and make $30,000 every single month in your business. So all you simply do is take that $30,000, multiply by 12, then you actually be able to get $360,000 that you guys can go ahead and put down on the application. So whenever you guys are going to apply, one secret hack that I would honestly utilize is to go ahead and apply after midnight. If you guys are going to apply after midnight, that's automatically going to help you guys out and getting the highest chances because they won't be able to go ahead and manually underwrite it and a live person won't be able to look at it. So a lot of time, you'll just get an instant approval or a systematic approval. So with that being said, I know that you guys stuck around to the end of this video, which I'm really appreciative of. So I want to give you guys a super secret hack on how you guys can be able to get approved for 4 business auto loans with only 1 hard inquiry. So whenever you guys are applying to Bank of America for this business auto loan, what you can do, right, is go ahead and apply 4 times back to back. And as long as you guys do it with the same day, you can actually be able to get approved for up to 4 different loans with only 1 hard inquiry. But the caveat is that it has to be done with the same day. So apply 4 times, right? So we're going to apply 4 times in 24 hours, right? And so if you guys apply 4 times in 24 hours, the maximum limit that you guys can be able to get is up to $200,000. So they can actually approve you to up to $200,000 of each single loan, right? So you guys can be able to get you whatever car that you guys would like. Now that's going to be for each individual loan. So you guys can be able to get approved for $200,000 on one loan, $200,000 on another loan, and also so forth and so on. So that way you can be able to get you a fleet of cars with only one Harding fire. So running this Bank of America play is one of the easiest ways that you guys can be able to go in and get your cars financed under your business name. Now, one thing I do want to mention, right, is that if you don't have a 700 plus credit score, or you don't actually have any of these qualifications, what I'll honestly do, right, is go ahead and leverage a credit partner. So what you guys can do is go ahead and get you a partner that actually has great credit and put them on your business. So in that way, whenever you're applying for that business auto loan, instead of putting your name, you're going to put your partner's name as a personal guarantee. So if they have great credit, they should be able to go ahead and get approved. And then later on, you guys can make a deal for him to get some of the future profits. So at the end of the day, guys, there's always a way around as far as credit, as long as you guys just start to think outside the box and also make sure and just simply doing things the right way. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you guys go and subscribe. Your boy's trying to get to 10K, on the road to 10K. So let's go ahead and get it. And like always, I'll see you in the next video.